with ChatGPT?
I have mine open, which I already asked this, which don't come for us. We know what it means to be a first-time home buyer, but asking ChatGPT, I think, helps, like, just break it down, because I just said I want 3 tips for what's most important. And
First-time home buyer.
For a first-time home buyer to know.
Okay.
And, I mean, to put it really simply, get pre-approved. Okay. Before anything, before you get your hopes up, before you see that house that you love.
How soon?
How soon should you get pre-approved? Even if you don't think you can get pre-approved right now, still talk to a lender.
But if I want to buy a house, we are filming, aren't we? Okay. So how soon, when you are, you want your clients to know this. One of the things that you want them to know is get pre-approved. How soon should clients be getting pre-approved before they're thinking like, hey, we're going to be looking seriously in June? How soon should we be doing that? Should they be doing it 6 months, 3 months ahead of time?
I think you don't need to get pre-approved if you think maybe 6 months down the road. You might be ready now. You may not be ready in 6 months, but I think talking to a lender right away, when it's even an inkling in your mind that you want to buy a home, is the best thing to do. And then that is setting you up for success and knowing like, okay, this is what we need to do to get ready in 6 months. Or maybe, okay, now we actually know our timeline is a year and not 6 months. Or we're ready now. And then you're not putting money into your renter's pocket.
Exactly. Number one piece of advice, if buying a home in your future is something that you think is in your future, I don't care when it is, talk to a lender today. Because even if it's in 2 or 3 years, a great lender, and we have great lenders that we would recommend, but there's a lot of lenders out there, and most of them are going to be great. They're going to help you. They will give you a snapshot of where you're at and what it's going to take. So we might have 3 great pieces of advice, but that lender is going to have hundreds of pieces of advice. They're going to break it down. They're going to give you a timeline. Some of the guys that we work with, they will literally give you a step-by-step guide to get you to where you want to go in your timeline. So if someone goes, hey, I got 6 months. I really want to be in a house in 6 months. Okay, cool. Well, this lender is going to help you from credit hacks to all these fun, awesome things. And it's just going to give you a really good ability. Like you said, it's going to set you up for success. It's going to get you there. So that's my number one piece of advice too. So I'm in agreement with you on that.
Yeah, ChatGPT agreed with you on that. It said, number 1, know your budget and get pre-approved.
Boom.
The second one it said, I feel funny going off of this, but it says research the neighborhood and market trends. And I want to say like we come in with that as well, but like knowing like where you want to, what you need in your next house, where you want it to be. Do you like the schools? Is it next to a sexual predator? Like we can give you information on how to find that. That's like kind of, scary, but
in this world, safety is a huge concern,
especially if you have kids. So.
And I agree. You could be doing your own market research on the couch. And I think most people are actively doing that probably before even step 1. They're like, hey, I really am dreaming about this. They're kind of already narrowing it down. And then the second part of that, hey, we're getting serious, doing tours. That's our job. And I think market research is a fun way of saying what our tours are, because we'll tour 50 homes. We're
doing it.
We're doing it. We're looking at the market, and while we're doing that, one of my favorite things is, hey, I get a chance to talk to my clients. I get to know them. I get to know their values, their core ideas, the things that really matter to them and their family, and it helps me understand what they want. And I think doing that and talking it through, spending a couple weekends, a couple hours here and there touring homes, even homes that maybe they don't feel work perfectly, they tend to find the things that do work, like things that they thought they would love.
It down.
They don't, or things that they thought they absolutely had to have. They realize that they can kind of have a compromise on it. And I think the only way to truly do that is to get out there and do it. And it's fun. That's the fun part of the job is, we draft contracts and we're fiduciaries and we're talking to clients. We're doing all this paper pushing. But like getting out and like chatting and hanging out with the family is the highlight of this job. It's like you get to see like what you're actually doing. And so,
who you're helping and getting into their home and like somewhere that's so special to everybody. And, I love that part.
Yeah, that's definitely probably my favorite part. But and what's your third one?
ChatGPT says don't skip the home inspection, which I think is, yes.
Yeah.
It's a third, I guess.
Things that clients should know, market research, get pre-approved. I think the third one, I think that's vital.
Yeah.
And I think we can segue
I know.
into that.
I didn't think it was, I think it was, that's a different, like very important.
Things you should
don't skip,
do.
Yeah, don't skip it. Of
things
course.
you should do.
Yeah, but what's your third?
My third thing that I wish clients would do, or what's the best top 3 things that they can do to get prepared, is look at, and I think this kind of couples with getting pre-approved though, and it does kind of couple with market research. It's what are the things, the items that are really, really important to you and the family, and really diving into like, is that what we really need? Is that something I can compromise on? Because I think in this market, in our market here in the Northwest, I think it is difficult to find a house that's going to be perfect. So I think realizing like these are the things I'm willing to compromise on early on is something that's important. But I guess I could summarize it by saying, what are the key things that are very important to you? Yeah. And what are your non-negotiables? Okay. And just really sticking to those, but then also in the early stages, being flexible, really being flexible and being open to, getting out there and seeing what's available. I mean, I wish there was a better way to say it, but just being open-minded and kind of understanding that, the market's going to dictate what's available, and you can't really fight against that. Hey, thanks for coming by today, guys. I'm Ben, and this is...
I'm JC.
And this is the Keys to Closing with Kin & Co. Realty Group. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Details are below, and we'll see you next time. Thanks so much.
Thanks for watching. Mwah.
Cool. I like that.